in this week's episode.
Yeah,
with the gold
trim. There was a real blade. Was it custard with
everything?
Talk about your family. What's up? There when you up and down. Inconvenient and stressful. They could be a handful. They could be a handful. Think about your family. They always there for you.
All right, everybody, welcome back to our 4th episode of It's a Sitcom Life. My name is Christine.
Yo, it's the one and only. It's only one. You got me, Staphon.
Right. So, what's going on, Staphon? What you dealing with?
You know what I'm saying? Yo, the life of the beloved. You know what I'm saying? The life of the beloved is very well. You know, just got me some fries, some leftovers from mom. So, you know, my tongue palate's feeling well. This came from writing some songs. That takes a long time. You know, I'm trying to do that more frequently. Try to do it faster. Try to get my skills up. Other than that, I'm starting to realize, like, once the show gets popping, I say when it comes to girls, I can't really talk about them too much no more. You know, 1 + 1 = 2. Like, oh, that's what she was doing. You know what I'm saying? Cause I like to divulge my information, like it's cool, and I gotta stop doing that. So I'm gonna leave it as I've been working on music.
All right. Okay. That was Staphon.
Yeah.
So if you've been listening to the podcast these last couple of pods, I've been talking about this plane incident, right? That happened back in the 70s when I was little. And just to refresh everyone, just like a real sitcom, we're gonna do a recap of last episode. So last week we talked about a plane incident that me and my family was involved in when I was about 4 or 5, and a situation happened with the wing, and we had to make an emergency landing. The wing broke, and we had to make an emergency landing, and that got brought up because I believe we was talking about another incident that happened while I was younger in school. But anyway, so we said, you know what? The best person to ask about this plane incident was my mother.
Abuela.
Yeah, so that's what we did. So I want to give you guys an update on exactly what happened.
And tell the illustrious story that she gave you, full fleshed out, right? Go ahead.
And you want to know what my mama said?
What'd she say?
I don't remember. Mm-hmm. She said she remembers everything about the plane. She remembers about the plane. Something happened into the wing, and she remembers that we had to make a stop. She remembers all of that, but she doesn't know. She doesn't remember any details to give me.
Remember the pandemonium, the hysteria on the plane? You remember that part, right?
No, she does. She did. Yeah, because what she said was all she really remembers is how everybody was. I want to use her words, but I can't remember exactly what she said. But it was like everybody was up in arms. They were like
frantic.
Yeah, they were frantic. She remembers that part, but she doesn't really remember like where we landed. She doesn't remember any of that stuff. All she knows is that we were lucky. And that's all she remembers. So, sorry I didn't have any juicier thing to tell you.
Well, I feel like Grandma was on that plane, mad, just calm in between all that. I don't know why I see Grandma just like chilling, like, just.
Yeah, no, I don't. I don't
know. I ain't never see Grandma like just high energy at all with anything actually. So I can't see her being.
Yeah, she's not highly frightened. Yeah, no, I don't see her going crazy and frailing her arms and no, she's not that, but she'll bawl in a minute. I see her. Yo, my mother would cry with a pin drop. So I see her doing that. She was probably crying and praying. But funny enough though, so while we were talking about the plane incidents and going way back when, she decides to go get the photo album. And I was like, oh, okay. So
I thought you had bought that out.
So she took out the photo album and she's going through pictures and we're talking about, she's showing me like where the family came from in Clarendon and in Jamaica and who's who and
hold on. Is this some of the people she showed you? Is this your first time connecting the dots with these people?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, because I've seen them all my life. Mm-hmm. Like never really knew, oh, that's who that is. I just knew they were family.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this part. So my mother, right? She's going through the photo album, and she goes, oh, this is your brother, Q. Oh. And I said, Ma, that's not Q. I said, you told me you told me a long time ago that was some person that you saw and stopped and took a picture of. She goes, no, that's your brother. I said, I'm going to have to disagree with you on that one, Mom, because that don't look nothing like you. She goes, no, that's him. I said, okay, I can't argue with her. It's her son, right? And he was younger, a lot younger. He was in like his school uniform.
Okay.
But it did not look like Q. Nothing about that boy looked like my brother. Because that's not how Q would flex. That wasn't him.
Did you know him around that age in that picture?
No.
So you wouldn't know that?
No, I wouldn't know. But I know him now, and that's not what he...
That's not what he would have done.
Nah, absolutely not. Anyway, fast forward, right? We're still looking through pictures, and I come across a picture in the album, and I go, Mom, who's that? Who's that? She starts to laugh, and she goes, that's you. I said, Mom, Mom, I can guarantee you that is not me, Mom. She goes, what are you talking about? That's you. I said, Mom, you for real? I said, Mom, you know how old that person is? I would have had to have been...
You know how old that person is.
I was already about that age that
the picture was shown?
Yeah, I mean, it was like the girl had to have been like 16, 17. I said, I was already in America that time. I said, there's no way. I said, Mom, that's not me. She was like, and then she's getting upset now, right? And I'm like, okay. I was like, you know what? I said, Mom, so I said, do you know who this does look like, Mom? So we flipped back through the, and I said, that looks like a young version of this woman here, which was some friend of the family. And she goes, oh, she kind of do resemble her. And I'm like, okay, but Mom, I look nothing like that. Like, why would you think that was me? So at some point, I'm like, so now it just solidifies that was not Q. That was not Q because
that was
Mommy did, but she didn't know. She didn't know who the people that was in the. No, I shouldn't say she doesn't know who the people that was because she doesn't have dementia or anything like that.
Yeah, she gonna forget something. It ain't gotta be nothing with dementia. Just mad stuff happening all the time. You gotta remember stuff. Something that's not important, especially like pictures that you don't look at for like mad years.
What else was, because we was talking about a lot of stuff. We were going back, looking through the photo albums, talking about family members that passed on. The aunt that used to that raised her. I saw her in the picture, which like I said, I seen all the pictures before, but it
never knew who people were.
Right, and then, or at least I didn't remember, because I'm sure at one time I was told, I just didn't remember by name who they were. And there was one woman, she looked very regal, she had some high cheekbones, and she was nice and slim, and I was like, Mom, who's that? And she goes, oh, that's
after the first two strikeouts. I would ask about nobody no more in them books.
No, but this one you can tell is lineage because we looked like this woman right here. Okay. So I can tell she was family. So I said to Mom, who is this woman? She goes, oh, that's Aunt Penny. She was the one that raised sister and brother. And I said, yeah, we kind of resemble her, like I look like her, like the high cheekbones. And I was like, I resemble her. And so, because I look just like my mother. So, so do you. You have that face.
You look like grandma?
Yeah, everybody says I look like grandma.
See it?
What?
No.
Yeah, you look at me and you take an old picture from, like a picture of grandma her age. We look just alike.
No, grandma got the young picture. She got two young pictures, right? Or just one? That one? I don't look like her. She don't look like her.
She don't look like herself anymore, no. And it's only because she gotten darker.
No, that young picture she got on the walls.
And her face is fuller in that picture on the wall. That's if that's even her. We don't even really know. She said it is. She said it is.
I said,
but no.
Grandma been looking old forever. So that young picture on the wall,
yeah,
that look like nothing in them photo books. And in them photo books, that's all in the 70s still. That's when y'all was young. She look like grandma then still. Then.
Where, in the picture on the wall? Or?
No, in the photo books.
Oh yeah. That's why I'm second guessing the picture on the photo.
I don't know.
On the wall.
I don't know. And then that's the case. You still don't like grandma then?
Oh, absolutely do.
Absolutely.
The photo album pictures of grandma look just like me.
I don't see that.
Of course, we got the same cheekbones, the same jaw, everything, same face. You know what? You should. Have you ever seen? Have you ever seen your grandfather's sisters?
No, never knew you had sisters.
Okay, so they're in the photo album too.
Okay.
So when you see them, you're gonna say that's Auntie Colette because Auntie Colette looks just like that side of the family, and so do you a little. You look like that side of the family.
I do.
Kinda. People say you look like me, but I don't think so.
I do.
I don't think so.
I look like Dad for real. I like Dad.
Yeah, well, you also look like the other side of the family. Anywho, so yeah, so that was trip down memory lane for me and my mom until she got upset. Why did she get upset? Oh, she got upset because I kept on telling her that wasn't me. And she was like, "You don't have to go home now." She was like, "It's not time for you to go home." I was like, "Okay, Mom, easy." It's all right. Take your photo album.
Take your photo album. I didn't ask for this.
No, I didn't. I really didn't.
About this plane.
That's all I wanted to know was about the plane. You brought out the photo album.
I think it's a little Christmas little montage movie scene. He doing all this.
Yeah, but it was cool though. What else? Can we talk about? So
I heard about it a lot. Not a lot, a few things. There's a guy that crawled up the wall like Spider-Man to get out of a prison. It's been 9 days since he escaped the prison. I think it was in Pennsylvania. They haven't found him since. He murdered 2 people. He's from Brazil. He's an immigrant. Actually, he's not even a citizen of America. He murdered somebody in Brazil, moved over here, murdered somebody else, got locked up, right? He murdered his girlfriend. He murdered his girlfriend, I think. And he got locked up for that, I guess. So he escaped. He crawled up the wall, got over the whatever, and been roaming ever since. And now in the town that the prison is located next to, or within, his girlfriend that he murdered, his sister still living in that area. So she's scared.
Oh, word?
And it's been 9 days, haven't found him. I heard that Morocco, I think, some earthquake, man, like 100 people died.
I heard about that. I heard about the earthquake in Morocco.
You know what I'm saying? I don't watch the news, but it come to me.
Oh, and I know I'm way into the pod already, but I do want to apologize for last week's episode with all the static that was going on. Hopefully you can hear that it sounds 10 times better. I did go out and get a new mic for Staphon because it was him that was.
Say my name for it. None got nothing to do with me.
because it was his mic that was messing up. So I went and got a new mic. So hopefully, everything is nice and crisp and lovely. So I do want to apologize for that. I didn't want to trash it. And so yeah, I want to apologize for that. So what did we talk about the last time? I should have made notes about that. So in one of the pods, right? Must have been the second pod, I think. We were talking about, it could have been the third. It could have been last week. One of the pods talked about how I had bust my eyebrow open, right? and talked about running frantic and talked about how
because a girl splashed water in your face. Yo, you such a go ahead.
In that pod, I mentioned how Steph had bust his leg wide open, right?
We talked about that?
No, we ain't talk about it. I told you not to say it. We can save it for another story.
Oh, okay.
Another pod. So I come home one day. I'll tell the end of the story and you can begin with the beginning. I came home one day from work and Staphon sitting with his leg bandaged. I go, "What happened to you?" He says, "Oh, I cut myself." I said, "Okay, but what really happened? Tell them what really happened."
Oh.
he told me he busted on some glass.
Yeah, I broke a glass.
So
I used to be clumsy with glass cups. I broke one the other day, last night. It's been years since I broke a glass cup. I broke one yesterday.
All right, so you tell them what happened that night, that day. I don't even know why you were home. Was you home because you were suspended? Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
I don't even know why I asked.
Yeah, that's what I was, So, let me set the scene, baby. We in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm like in the 7th grade, suspended because I live a lifestyle. You hear me? So the lifestyle had me sit home. I'm home. I'm bored. Already done. You know what I'm saying? Say the first time being suspended within that year. Within that month, most likely. So, and what I do when I'm suspended, I snoop around. So on this day, I'm like, I be snooping around the same stuff. I'm tired of seeing the same stuff that I'm not supposed to see. So, what else can I look at I'm not supposed to see? I go in my mom's room. My mom had a boyfriend at the time. He was a truck driver, so he wasn't there though. So I'm home by myself. It's the middle of the day. I'm in her room. I was watching something on her TV. I got my own TV downstairs, but I was watching something on her TV.
Probably in my bed.
I wasn't on your bed. That I never did. But you had a little stool in front of your bed. I was sitting in front of that, or sit on the floor. I go in her closet. That's where the stuff be in, and I'll snoop like pictures or whatever. But like I said, I already seen all that. So I look up and I see like a handle, like a knife handle case. I'm like, and it was all gold and designs on it, So I'm like, yeah, logic. I gotta see what that is, but it was too far for me to reach. So I got me a chair, got on a chair, and I touched on the handle, I pulled it out, and I realized it's a long sword case. I said, word. So it's in case, right? So I'm like, let me pull it out, see it's really a blade in here or something. Let me see if it's really a sword. Pull it out. Shh. I said, yeah. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know me, I'm bougie a little bit. So I took it out. I'm looking at it. Man, this ain't that sharp. You know what I'm saying? This ain't. So I put it back in the case. Ran downstairs. I said, I'm about to play with this. And it's long. It's a long sword. Like, I don't know my measurements. You know what I'm saying? It's probably like from your elbow to your middle finger. That's how long the blade is.
So this was a genuine. I want to specify that it was a genuine samurai sword.
A real one.
And it was long.
The case was black. The handle was black. Gold designs on it. Gold trim. There you go. Yeah, gold trim. The blade was silver or platinum, whatever. Some high caliber metal. Ran downstairs. Took it out again. Now this guy in my hand, you know, doing Star Wars stuff at first. I'm like, it's getting boring. You know what I'm saying? I ain't finna hit the wall with it. What else can I do? So I started flipping in the air. You know how you get a pen and you flip it, try to catch it at the end of the pen? I was doing that with the sword. I would flip it and try to catch at the handle every time I flip it. So I'll flip it one time, you know, start off slow. You know what I'm saying? After a while, I got a handle of that. No pun intended. I'm like, bet. I gotta double flip it. If I feel like I can't catch it, I'll let it drop on the floor, right? I ain't trying to catch the blade.
No, because it would have sliced right through those fingers.
Like I said, I saw the blade. I expect, like, yo, this ain't that sharp, man. I ran my fingers across I ain't put no pressure on it, but I ran through it when I first took it out. I said, it's kind of dull, you know. I was kind of disappointed, to say the least. Anyway, disappointment was erased. Was for the story.
That was short-lived.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm double flipping it. If I feel like I can't catch it, I'll let it drop. Sometimes I catch it. So this one time I flipped it, double flip, and I'm like, yeah, I ain't gonna catch this. I let it drop. When it dropped, it bounced off the floor and it landed in my left leg, right on top of my knee. Like, it got stuck in there, right? So I looked. I said, okay. It took like a little 5 seconds to see what's going on. I took it out. I looked at my wound. I saw white meat. You know how people say you see, yo, I bust you to the white meat? I really saw white meat. I ain't never seen. And it was dry too. Like, it was such a sudden incision in my leg. Like, nothing was bleeding like for a good 3 seconds. And I could really see inside my body. Like, I saw vein lines or whatever. Not vein lines? I saw vein lines. They were just white and dry. Like, I could touch inside my leg. And after a while, the blood started to come up. I said, like, cool. Then it started. I don't know what I was doing this whole time, cause I started thinking about it. It started coming out, but I didn't start doing anything until I saw mad blood on the floor, and we had carpet. It was mad. It looked like I got shot. That's how much blood. Like, you know, you get a nice little cut on your hand or something. You get a nice little cute bright red blood coming out of you. You know it's serious blood when it's like murky and dark burgundy and just thick coming out of you. Like, you know, yo, this is life. Leave with me right now. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't worried about that still. I guess I'm just fascinated about what's going on. Then I saw I pandered to the floor. I said, oh, there's a lot of blood on the floor. Like, this gotta get clean. So I went to get the paper towel. First thing I did, get the paper towel, try to scrub it off. That ain't work. I'm just smearing blood on the carpet. My first priority is to clean this blood, because I know if mom come home and see her carpet messed up, she gonna be upset. So I'm a linear type of thinker. 1 to 2. What's the fastest, straightest way I can get there? I'm not worried about no deviations. Saying that to say this, I should have worried about handling it myself first, then clean up, but no. I saw blood, so number 2 was beaten, not try to get number 2. So I'm trying to clean the floor. That ain't working. Now the pain started coming in my knee, and I feel that in my bone. After a while, I couldn't use my leg. I was on the floor. How I get the blood off the floor? I don't know. It was soap, dish detergent, and sponge, and the metal scrubber. I was doing that for a long time. Okay, so while I'm cleaning, I'm still bleeding. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not thinking straight. So I got one spot clean. Then the place I had my knee kneeling on is bleeding there still. So I saw that. I said, hey, cool. I gotta stop this blood coming out.
I'm surprised you ain't passed out. I'm surprised I didn't come home and found you passed out.
You did? Yeah, so.
Oh, I did, didn't I?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Continue the story.
So like, yeah, how I'm gonna get this blood out? So first start again, get a paper towel. Got me like 4 rolls of paper towel right there around my knee. 3 seconds, that whole roll on my leg blooded up, leaking soap. That's okay, that ain't working. Got me like 20 other rolls of paper towel. Did that. Got me a bandana. I had like 3 bandanas. I rolled all the 3 bandanas on this thick layers of paper towel on my joint, and it was cool. I was still bleeding, but it wasn't going on the floor. That's all I was worried about. So I did that. I got the carpet clean. I had to clean the blade with blood on the blade, and on the kitchen kitchen floor was a little bit blood there too, but that's a hard floor, so that's easy to swipe up. So I say, cool, got all that clean. Mind you, my leg done up. I can't walk on this leg. But now I gotta bring this sword that I should never had in the first place back to my mama room. And her room way upstairs. Can't walk at all. I can't walk. I had a army Rambo myself up them stairs as forearms. It was a straight forearm work. Climbing up these stairs. Got her room. Remember, I had to get on a chair to get the sword. So I'm like, how am I gonna get on this chair? I used one leg, had to hop on one leg, put everything back together like I ain't touched nothing. I rolled back downstairs. I just rolled. I didn't try to do nothing else. I rolled down the stairs. I'm like, yo, this gotta I'm not doing this. And I rolled back. I had lived in the den, so I rolled downstairs, and it's like 3 more steps to the den. I rolled down the den, and I was sleeping on the couch. Got on the couch. I was like, and I was tired.
Time out. Where was Sweets?
Not there.
Oh, okay. So Sweets was our dog at the time. But go ahead.
So like, I was getting tired, right? So I was like, I knew I was gonna go to sleep. So I was like, all right, before I go to sleep, what am I gonna lie and tell Mom? I was like, ding. Oh yeah. Staphon, what happened? Oh, I dropped the cup and I slept on it. I'm like, that sounds plausible because I do that. Fell asleep, woke up, Mom was there. What happened? I told her that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Years later, I found out I didn't fall asleep. I passed out. That's what happened. I lost mad blood, dog. Like mad blood. Like at the time, I thought I went to sleep. Like it was all at my will. I closed my eyes and said, like I felt tired.
No, that's what happened.
That's what you're saying. So I'm saying at the time, I'm thinking like this is all because I want to.
Okay.
Years later, when I keep telling the story, I'm starting to realize I passed out. That's what happened. I lost mad blood. Yo, me cleaning up and all that, me trying to stop the blood, me going upstairs and putting in the sword. Like this all like it's like 3 hours long for me because my leg is done up. All this all I'm bleeding still. Even though I got my leg covered with paper towel and bandanas, I'm still bleeding. Like it's soaked up in there. I just don't want to on the floor no more. So I'm losing blood. I'm using energy to scrub this blood off the carpet. With this detergent, sponge, and a metal sponge. Did that for a long time. It's a big circle of blood. You know what I'm saying? And so by the time I got on the couch, I said, yeah, this is it. I said, I'm going to sleep, baby. Not knowing. I ain't wake up till my mom touched me. I probably would have died. I could have died. So she saw the wound. It was deep. So this whole story, I'm idiotic. When the guardian and a parent comes through to help out the dying child, this is where the idiocy comes to her. So where you saw this big gaping gash, what did we do to help cease this dying boy? You're dead. How you fix this issue? Tell me what we did.
Put a band-aid on it.
You know what I'm saying? First, yeah, you try to get a band-aid. Yo, let me tell you how.
Oh yeah.
Let me tell you how, I can't tell you how big this was. Like, probably
about 2 inches.
Yeah, either 2 inches or 1.5 inches open. That's how open it was. And it's probably like a half.
It wasn't open.
It was open, Mom.
No. Open, Staphon. It was the wound itself was probably 1.5 inches long.
Oh yeah, it wasn't an inch.
But open. It
was like probably like, you know what I mean? Like I don't know how many centimeters, but you know it was a big thing, and it was deep too. Probably like a half an inch deep.
Yeah, I do admit it was deep. Yes.
It was deep. So she tried to give me a band-aid.
And I think it just soaked up.
Either that or it popped off.
Yeah, it wouldn't hold it closed. It wouldn't close it.
You know what I'm saying? You know, I think a cut got be for not to, you know what I'm saying?
But what did work
was
even though you
she got some nasal strips. All right, you know, you got sleep apnea or you snoring, and they give you them little nasal strips to stick on your nose. She gave me like 3 of those. First, she gave me 1. She's like, let's see if this works. Hold it together.
Yeah.
It popped off. It didn't work. She gave me like 3 more, and it started to pop off because it was soaked, and I'm still bleeding. So the stickiness is getting soaked up. So the traction is losing. So she said, you know what? Just hold it. And she went upstairs, lived her life. You know what I'm saying? I said, okay.
Just hold it.
Let's hold it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, she had to put peroxide in me first. Dad, I think it hurt so. I don't remember the pain. I think that's how bad it was. I don't remember the pain. To have a peroxide in that cut like that. That happened. Then she gave me a little nasal strips to tell me to hold it. And she went upstairs.
Yeah,
I got time for this. She just came from work.
So you guys are hearing this story, right?
I don't think I even ate that day. I could have died for real.
You guys are hearing this story firsthand today. Do you want to know when I heard the story. How old was you when that happened?
7th grade, I don't know how old. Probably like 12, 11.
He was probably about 11. No, that's 7th. Yeah, 11. Around 11.
Yeah.
11. He was probably 11 years old. Do you want to know where I was when I heard that story? It was probably about 6 years ago. Mm-hmm. We went out to eat at a restaurant.
Great wings.
And what's the restaurant called? Red Robin. We was at Red Robin. And we were sitting down and we were eating. It was just him and I, and we were eating. And he goes, "Hey, Ma, you remember how I got that cut on my leg?" And he started to tell the story. And I was like, what? Like, it blew my mind. I'm like, Staphon, do you know how crazy that was? Like, why the hell are you flipping samurai swords and trying to catch it? Like, are you sick? I said, do you know how wrong that could have gone? Like, I was so mad at him.
She was the one that told me. I forgot. She the one that told me I could have hit a artery.
It could have killed you.
It could have, you know what I'm saying?
I'm like, I was so mad. I swear if I wasn't at the restaurant, I probably would have beat him then. But I'm like, and then he waited 15 years to tell me, like, oh my gosh. I
told her I was like 22. This happened I was like 11.
I was like, that's crazy.
Yeah, I could have hit an artery.
So many things could have gone wrong for you that day. And thank you for cleaning the carpet, because yes, I would.
Thank you. It would have been a crime scene.
Because I would have been pissed at the blood on the floor. Not only would I been pissed about the samurai sword, but I would have been more pissed about the blood on the floor.
So I'm trying to tell you. I'm like, nah, I gotta clean this. I gotta clean this right here.
So when I came home and he was like, "Oh, I just got cut from I
stepped on glass.
Yeah, I was like, okay, we'll just clean it up. Do use this, and I'm going in my bed. I think if I had known you had first of all, I probably would have gotten in trouble if I had even taken you. Let me tell you something. God was in control that whole day. That whole day. Because if I had taken you to the hospital and they said to you what happened, and with Staphon, right? Let me tell you about Staphon.
The beloved.
Staphon has no filter, right?
Yeah.
He just
blabbers.
He just talked.
I love overindulgent.
Yes. And sometimes there's no need for it. No, I remember driving. So you guys know I won't say I have a criminal history, but Jesus. I have my run-ins with the law, right? I remember driving to Georgia. I think we were driving to Georgia. I drove to Georgia back and forth so many times. It could be any one of the times I was doing it. But Staphon would be sitting in the back seat. He'll see a cop, and he will just stare out into the back seat, looking at wide-eyed look. And I said, Staphon, you cannot stare into the cop's face like that. They're gonna think something is wrong, and they're gonna want to pull me over. You see a cop, just see them and keep looking. But no, not him. I think he was asking for us to get pulled over. Because I don't know what. Anyway, I'm really digressing. So I think if I had taken him to the hospital, he would have told them exactly what had happened, where he would have got it from, how he was playing with it. He would have told them everything.
Everything.
And they would have been like, "Oh, one, you was home by yourself. Okay, good. You were suspended. Okay, right, nice. And then where was this samurai sword? You said a samurai sword?
Yeah.
Yeah, with the gold
trim. There was a real blade. It was encrusted with
everything. They would have been like, huh. Okay.
Now they gonna go in the house.
Okay, good. No, so they would have, the next day, I would have been home. They would have showed up at my house, and that would have been the family service people coming to talk about, I don't think you're fit as a parent. We're gonna take him for a little while.
And then they would have saw the school record. Oh yeah, he gotta come.
Oh my gosh, when I tell you God was in control that day.
You know why? Not him, but me. No, not saying like that. Yes, him, but me. I'm saying me. I'm you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm the beloved. You know what I'm saying? I'm stoic. I go through mad stuff. Not mad stuff, but I went through enough events that probably would have been big in other people's lives. But what happens to me, you know what I'm saying? Either I'm just a slow kid, like I'm slow. That too, I probably am. But you know what I'm saying? Like things hit me late. Like not that I don't take things seriously. It's just that it takes me a mad long to register was like the severity and seriousness of what's going on. So
that time.
Mad times. I almost burnt the crib.
Oh, he done burnt the house down.
I almost burnt the house. Like literally. Not as a joke. Flames was from the stove to the ceiling.
He done nearly burnt the house down.
I got robbed, gunpoint. All these times I've been chilling. Every time, so I got stabbed in my leg. I just looked at my leg. That's okay. I took time to look at it. Assessed. Stuck in my leg. Take it out. Hey, cool. Looked at my wound. Started leaking out. I gotta clean this carpet. Cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I be chilling. If I was a frantic type of person in dire situations like these, there probably would have been a different type of movie going on.
Anyway, my people, we appreciate you. Thanks for listening in. You'll hear from us again next week.
This week, man. Every week, man. Every week, dog.
All right, so that's us signing out. Staphon?
You know what I mean? The beloved one. You know what I'm saying? More to come. As always coming. Holla at your boy.
All right, 1.